Bitcoin is showing some concerning price action today. The miners are absolutely decimated, and MicroStrategy is also suffering from this Bitcoin downturn today. Let's talk about this real quick. I wasn't actually going to make another video today, but then I saw the price action of Bitcoin and thought I absolutely have to talk about this right now. I'll do the weekly closes tomorrow, and we'll go over those. But right now, as of today was quite terrible. This morning it was actually looking pretty good, but now it's actually quite bad as we start going, at least short term. It's not all gloom and doom. Short term, of course, this is a short term outlook, but we need to prepare for short term pain in order to make long term gains at this point. So first of all, Bitcoin is now using the 20-day SMA as a point of resistance, and it has been doing it now since we crossed below it on April 12th. Okay, we came up to it once on April 23rd, again on May 6th, and then again today we got rejected pretty bad off of that. You could also say that we are using the 50-day SMA as a point of resistance because we kind of tapped it here on the 23rd and then again nearly tapped it on the 6th. So if it gets above the 20-day, the 50 is right there to smack it right back down. So basically this whole zone here from 65,639 all the way down to $63,000, all of that is just intense resistance that's just holding us down. So remember how we were out of this descending channel? Well, we're right back in it again now, and that sucks. But right here, this is what appears to be a bit of a megaphone right here. Let me take it out to the end there, like that. Let me get to maybe the 4 hour. There we go. Yeah, I like the 4 hour. There it is. About right there. Okay. Yeah, so we touched the bottom twice and the top twice at this point. If we break through the bottom, that is our ticket all the way down to 56, 57,000. If we come back up and touch the top of this thing, we're looking at $64,000, which is, if you remember, where the resistance is waiting for us here right above. See how this line just comes right into it? Right there. Boom. Resistance waiting for us right up there. And then support is really at $60,000. If we break $60,000, we're coming right back down into the high 50s. Like we're going to be looking at maybe 57, 56,000 on this thing if that happens again. So this is a bit concerning to see it. It's not great. I don't love this chart in the short term right now. So I am expecting some short-term pain before I get my long-term gains on this thing right now. And it has been in this descending channel for a while. We got hung up in the middle here on the center of this descending channel, and we're coming back towards the bottom. The bottom of this channel is at that $57,000 mark. So keep that in mind. We might flip around there. We might come all the way down to 52. But if we do go below 60, we're going to go back, very likely back to the 57,000 mark. And if we get up and above like 64,000, then we're very likely to struggle all the way up to 65, but then make our way back up to 70 eventually once we do that. Let's take a look at Morrow real quick. Morrow got absolutely punished today. So they had that miss on revenue yesterday, and today minus 12.67%. I have re-entered some calls on Mara now. I got in, I was complaining this morning that I missed this little box here. Well, I was patient and I got in a little bit above this actually, so I'm down about $40 on those calls right now, but they are until January 2025, so I'm not very concerned. I'm picking these up for this summer swing back up. I'm thinking if it's down again tomorrow, I might pick up one more, maybe two more max, and then I'd let that just kind of marinate until summer. And of course, not financial advice, not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. It's just what I'm doing with these stocks right here, right now. CleanSpark also suffered, even though they had good earnings. They had they were profitable in both ways. They, with revenue as well as, they beat with revenue and they are profitable with the earnings per share. So they're profitable and they beat revenue. They are really just an excellent miner, and they got just slammed today, 6% down after being up. They were up. So we opened the day up 9%, right? And closed the day down 6%. So that was a full swing and we closed at the low of it. So this was bad. It was a swing of 14% on the stock today. That is nuts. So that's pretty intense. We're very likely going to come back and tap 15 perhaps, or maybe this is the new bottom. Maybe 1535 is the new 15. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like this candle though. It's not great. Let's look at maybe some other miners. I haven't really looked at any of them this morning. Since this morning, minus 1.83% for Bit Digital, not so bad. Bit Farms, minus 7%, so they didn't do so good. Ooh, it's going to break this pennant to the downside. Oh, I don't like that. It's breaking this pennant here to the downside. That's not good. That if it breaks that and holds, we're looking at, if we do not stop at 165, we're looking at the 120s on Bitfarm. So that's horrible. I hope they have some good news that they've been waiting to announce and that they announce it soon. Let's take a look at RIOT. RIOT is minus 10.5% today. That is also having a really bad time. My calls on this thing are suffering in a big way. Let's take a look at one more, CORZ, because they were up 12% the last 2 days, and today they gave it all back, pretty much. It went 6% down, and it's right where that blue candle from yesterday opened up. So that sucks. That's unfortunate. I hope if you made money off of this, you were able to keep some of that profit. If not, we're waiting for greener pastures, I suppose. So this could be, honestly, it could be a final flush before we start seeing the upswing after the halving. So don't get like super bearish thinking everything's coming to an end and like, oh no, what have I done? Invested in these things. They're all going to zero. That's not what's happening here. This is going to be a shakeout. We're in the shakeout period. They are trying to shake us out. We're in the shakeout period. They are trying to shake us out. I'm holding strong, and in fact, I've been adding to my positions. Of course, this is not financial advice and not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. So let's also take a look at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy went down only 6.5%, so it was only 2x on the way down from Bitcoin here. We do seem to be range bound on MicroStrategy between 1136 and 1345 here. And I would wait. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. Is it going to break to the bottom here and come back down to the $1,000 level one more time? Or is it going to kind of vacillate in here for a while and then eventually break above 1345 and from there go all the way back up to like $2,000? Because like we've mentioned before, this does look a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders right here. There's the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And if we get above 1345, that's the neckline on that inverse head and shoulders. And honestly, that inverse head and shoulders, the end point for that is previous all-time high. So that is what we're looking at there if it goes that way. If it goes the other way, we're going to have a bad time. If it goes the other way, we're looking at coming all the way down to $1,000, maybe even to $800 on this thing if it doesn't hold in this zone on MicroStrategy. So that's just a really quick update today. Things were just really bad on a couple of these stocks. I just wanted to bring it forward. So that's all I've got for you this afternoon. Check back tomorrow for the weekly closes. I plan on doing maybe another video too, possibly talk about some Palantir again. I'm looking at some income generation with Palantir I'd like to talk about. So with that said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.